On show. The match a sellout, and the commentary comes from John Motd.
What a night for 17-year-old Jody Morris, born within a free kick of the Chelsea ground. He starts a Premiership match for the first time. He stands only 5 feet 6 inches, weighs less than 10 stone, but what he was taught at the FA School of Excellence and as a YTS boy here at Chelsea is put to the test tonight alongside a host of top international players from all over the world. They include Roberto Di Matteo, the Italian midfield player who's making his home league debut for Chelsea, as is Frank Leboeuf, the French international defender who was also part of a Euro 96 squad. Injuries to Andy Myers and Craig Burley have forced Ruud Gullit into changes. Scott Minto comes in on the left flank. Morris plays in midfield. Chelsea also still without Phelan, Spencer, Sinclair, Newton, Kjellberg, Rocastle and Gullit himself, all injured. Middlesbrough lost 5-0 here last season, but having come from behind 3 times against Liverpool, they keep the same starting lineup. Branco, the third Brazilian, is among the substitutes, but his 2 compatriots, Juninho and Emerson, will add to the lustre of the occasion. Emerson comes with a glowing reference from his former manager in Portugal, Bobby Robson. Gary Willard of Worthing takes charge of his second Premiership match in the course of 3 days, and his whistle signals what should be quite a night, beginning with Middlesbrough playing from left to right in red. And here's Vialli. Emerson. Little back heel by Vialli, and Chelsea on their way already. Good movement. And here's Juninho. Leboeuf across. Made a good impression already on everybody at the club. Frank Leboeuf, he's got leadership qualities. Oh, Ruud Gullit unable to play himself for 3 or 4 weeks. Vialli. Leboeuf. Now Jonsson. Oh, it's a good touch by Vialli. Hughes trying to find some room in the centre here. And he just couldn't make it. The deflection, lucky for Middlesbrough. But a poor one from Cox. It's back with Di Matteo. Vialli. On to Minto. Well, there's good play by Chelsea. Full width of the pitch, but that looked as though it was on its way to Hughes. Pass going astray from Emerson. This is wise for Chelsea. Petrescu, that's loose. Musto. Emerson, good position. That's a good thing that Emerson's cross shot was held by Karine, because Middlesbrough had players on hand to take advantage. That was the challenge on Hughes by Vickers that caught the referee's eye. Gives Chelsea the chance to push players forward. Leboeuf is standing just behind the ball, having a chat with Wise. It's about, well, it's all of 30 yards. Here's Jody Morris. Hughes pulls away, far side, coming in now! Oh, good header out. Steve Vickers. This is Petrescu. Back in it goes. Good play by Jody Morris. He spotted Mark Hughes and got the ball in early. It's a good header away here by Steve Vickers, because Hughes was ready. Cox. Juninho. Just Petrescu and Hughes and Vialli on the run here, headed by Vickers. Referee says foul by Vickers. Looked a bit harsh, but Mark Hughes went down. Well, yes, I suppose using it back a little bit, but depends which way you look at those. Steve Vickers comes off worse this time, and Chelsea have a free kick in very dangerous territory. Wise has placed it. And Leboeuf. Well, the Frenchman coming in here for the strike. Ravanelli. Oh, Barmby and Juninho there, darting through. And there goes Vialli, and he's been tugged back. It's Pearson. What does the referee do here? It's the captain of Middlesbrough who pulled Vialli back. And a card has got to come out. Nigel Pearson, number 5. It's yellow. It was quite a long way away from goal. And I would say Gary Willard has made the right decision there, but Chelsea with the free kick. Wise has laid it square. This is Leboeuf. $28,000 is the current capacity of the ground. Through ball by Morris towards Hughes. Emerson to Ravanelli and back to Emerson. Barmby to his right, Juninho on the far side. Oh, what a good little touch there by Morris, the 17-year-old. So composed. Here's Minto. Now Wise. Hughes comes off short. Vialli is far side. That's where it's going. Gianluca Vialli. Oh dear. Well, his two expressions said it all. Held his head in dismay at not making contact, but applauded the pass. And the lookalikes have to take their seats again. It appeared to be measured for him. Di Matteo. Good turn by Hughes. Petrescu, Vialli. Oh, and there's the brilliant save. Oh, they can't believe it, Chelsea. Alan Miller, Di Matteo throws his eyes up. That was a wonderful save by the goalkeeper. Di Matteo got a foot to it, Miller got a hand to it. Corner to Chelsea. Emerson in the way. Ravanelli. Italian on another. Yes, he's caught him on the back of the calf there. But just a moment ago, if you were wondering why Di Matteo hasn't put Chelsea ahead, you'll know why Alan Miller in the goal for Middlesbrough has been preferred at the start of this season as number one to Gary Walsh, who kept him out for much of last year. That was an instinctive save. Forward by Leboeuf. Petrescu on the far side, trying to set up Vialli. Now, onside, Ravanelli, he's clear. Juninho's trying to get into the centre. That's a poor finish. Really caught between the cross and the shot there, Fabrizio Ravanelli. Had he settled for the former, Juninho had made tremendous ground to be square of him. But I think that was more of an attempted shot, which he topped quite badly. And Ruud Gullit and Graham Rix looking for something a little more incisive from the front line, or even from the midfield. Hughes. Here's Petrescu. Floater. Vialli. Vialli! Well, you have the feeling that he's going to be a mighty popular figure at Chelsea. Some players are just ready-made for certain clubs, and there's, I'm sure Ruud Gullit appreciated that when he signed him. There's going to be some empathy between Vialli and his agonised expression and the Chelsea support, who certainly like action of this nature. He turned round and hit the second one into the side netting. Volatile stuff. Forward by Musto. Not a bad ball, that. This is Barmby. Ravanelli's in the centre. It was Fleming who came to support him. This is Emerson. Ravanelli again. Musto. So for the free kick, Nigel Pearson makes his way forward again. Steve Vickers will follow him up here. Johnson. That's Emerson. Chelsea back in numbers. Hughes. Morris. Oh, he worked that well. Vialli. Juninho, Ravanelli to his left, Barmby through the middle here. Well done by Barmby. Now Ravanelli. Cox is coming in on this side. Ball's out. Well, they reopened Shakespeare's Globe Theatre last night, and they've reopened Vialli's Stamford Bridge Theatre tonight. He hasn't scored, but he's come close. And Middlesbrough have Alan Miller to thank for a fabulous save off Vialli's Italian colleague Di Matteo, which keeps the score 0-0 at half-time. not for the first time in their recent history, Chelsea have a three-sided ground. A new south stand with 6,500 seats will soon be taking shape where the shed used to be, part of a £28 million project including a hotel, megastore, shops and offices. The long-held dream of Chelsea chairman Ken Bates about to be realised. Both these clubs have spent boldly in an attempt to capture one of the top honours in the game. In that sense, they've both been underachievers, really. Middlesbrough have never won one of the major professional trophies, and Chelsea have only won 4 in something like 91 years. Fans of both clubs hoping that's about to change. Here's Dennis Wise. Chelsea playing now left to right, Leboeuf. Ravanelli for Middlesbrough. Di Matteo came closest in the first half. Hughes, Jody Morris. Johnson. Taking on Emerson. Here's Petrescu for Chelsea. Mark Hughes coming in at the back with Scott Minto. Well, there's a chance, if you can stay on after work here, of seeing a top football match. They're part of the team who are laying the foundations for the new stand. Di Matteo. Wise. Vialli! Every expression is exaggerated. But as Wise and his colleagues will find, Vialli puts meaning into everything he does. He gets up here just outside the 6-yard box to make contact ahead of Pearson. Offside. Johnson. Wise. Di Matteo. Morris. Leboeuf. And still. Vialli. Morris. Clever ball, that. And a clever turn. Oh, he's pulled his shirt. Referee says play on, you've got the advantage to Juninho. Ravanelli makes a run just ahead of him. Barmby's square now. Juninho just held on a bit too long. And in this sort of match, it only takes a second for the play to switch to the other end. But this is Emerson for Middlesbrough now. So strong, but again, Chelsea closing ranks. Clark. Minto. Wise. Vialli. No. Here's Nick Barmby. Ravanelli trying to stay onside. It's going to be very close, but he's flagged. This was Juninho at his best. He was picking up pace all the while, taking on Steve Clough. Got a great tackle in the end. Really read which way the Brazilian was going to go. Oh, it's a good header by Mark Hughes. It's brought Dan Petrescu into the game, and Hughes again! Oh! Free kick on the edge this time, but opportunity beckoned for Chelsea and Mark Hughes. Just didn't get the right sort of contact. Now somebody's kicked the ball away, and a yellow card. Dennis Wise showing his frustration, because really Chelsea had a good chance there. Dan Petrescu, the player who supplies the pass, but Mark Hughes scuffs it completely. And when the referee blew up for a foul here by Di Matteo, and it's a rather nasty trip that, Dennis Wise just kicked the ball away. And for that, or rather playing on when the whistle had gone, he got the yellow card. And it's Vialli he's trying to find, but Pearson and then Cox for Middlesbrough, warding off the Chelsea threat.
Okay, make it!
Morris trying to get Dan Petrescu in here. Curtis Fleming struggling a bit. Vialli. Hughes, no. Johnson. Crowd urging Chelsea forward again. Petrescu. Thoughtful ball that by Jody Morris. Here he is again. Wise. In early towards Hughes. Oh, and Ravanelli did well there. This is Juninho, and it's Emerson who's made the forward run for Middlesbrough in the middle. Here he is. The back heel finds Musto. Ravanelli. Just too far ahead of Di Matteo. Neil Cox from way out. Plenty of instructions going out. If you can work out what they mean, I hope the players can. Here's Johnson to Wise. Leboeuf. Hughes, who played the pass, wants it back to the far side now. Still Jody Morris. Held on nicely. Already offside. Offside as Hughes attempts the overhead kick. Jody Morris has settled down so well in this, his first starting appearance at top level. He picked up the ball from Mark Hughes in the first place there. And then he supplied the cross from which Hughes was hoping to launch one of his trademark bicycle kicks. Well, he did, but he was offside. Good header by Johnson. But defenders in general remaining very much in command here. And you're hard-pressed to recall a glaring scoring opportunity. One fine save in the first half from Di Matteo by Alan Miller. That was probably the nearest we've come. Morris and Wise. Here's Petrescu. Just haven't been many openings carved out in that final third, and with a quarter of an hour to go, can Vialli do something about it for Chelsea? Hits Pearson with the shot. Vialli again. Miller beats it out from the Italian, and won back beautifully by Clark. Emerson now. Pace is hotting up again. Vialli. Wise. Vialli's making his way forward again. This is Hughes. This is Jody Morris. Offside flags up. Well, Vialli had two cracks at this. That first one there, which Alan Miller was quite happy to push aside. Here for Middlesbrough is Derek White to Ravanelli. Now it's Fleming. Oh, given away to Vialli by strikers, and this is Di Matteo, and Hughes is to his left, and this is Mark Hughes for Chelsea. Well, maybe he had a shade too long to think about it. It was always coming his way, Mark Hughes. And it wasn't by any means one of his more memorable finishes, was it? It was a good move by Chelsea. They had an extra man here. Di Matteo was well advanced after the ball had been given away rather carelessly. But you could almost use the same expression about the shot. And that was one of the best openings either side has had. Musto for Middlesbrough, to White. Wise with the throw to Petrescu. Vialli. Hughes. Jody Morris! What a story that would have been. Well, it was set up for him by the more experienced players. And he found a wonderful position. Lovely flick on by Hughes. But in Morris's favour, as he had the shot, Middlesbrough defenders closed in rapidly from either side. He had to take it instantly on the volley. And just wide by the 17-year-old. Little touch there, and Juninho gets Musto into a good position. Good defending by Scott Minto. Musto tries to win it back. Free kick to Chelsea. Significant there that Robbie Musto, a midfield player, was the man who made the more telling run. Wise is trying to do the same here for Chelsea. This is Dan Petrescu. Dispossessed by Emerson. Juninho, his fellow Brazilian now. Emerson again. Barmby to his right, so is Ravanelli. Leboeuf read it brilliantly. Floats it forward, looking for Vialli. Juninho. And Fleming in a good position here for Middlesbrough. This is Juninho again. Barmby just inside him. And Dimitri Karin couldn't have let Steve Clark know where he was there, because Clark took a ball that was actually going through to the goalkeeper. It's a corner to Middlesbrough. Up come Pearson and Vickers. Well, that's easy for the Russian goalkeeper. His throw to Wise brings Fleming in close attendance, and Chelsea having to work the ball out their own half still. Minto. Clark. Had a good match, Steve Clark. Vialli. That was a decent turn. He went for the return from Di Matteo. Well, there's plenty of appreciation in the crowd for the efforts of the two teams, but no sign of a goal. Hughes. Di Matteo. Di Matteo! The celebration is obviously pre-planned, but the goal certainly wasn't. It came out of nothing from Roberto Di Matteo, the Italian, who scores Chelsea's first Premiership goal under Ruud Gullit's management. 25 yards, and he's just dipped one in the corner. past Alan Miller, who dived to his right. Perhaps got there a shade late. And Chelsea have taken the lead with 4 minutes to go. Flags up on the far side. Well, an Italian is the scorer, but it's not Vialli. Di Matteo, who brought a wonderful save from Miller in the first half, more fortunate this time. And just listen now to the Stamford Bridge crowd. And they're onside, Minto, Vialli in the middle. And Middlesbrough, who look to be settling in for a point, are unsettled by a goal from outside the penalty area. Is it going to settle the match? Stamford Bridge in a mood of huge celebration. Can Middlesbrough stifle that and prove it's come a bit too soon? They're certainly going to have to take a chance or two now, Middlesbrough. They haven't got long. And that might even leave the door open for Chelsea again. This is Robbie Mustoe. Oh, look at this. Di Matteo, Vialli, and Morris, and Hughes, and Di Matteo, and nearly Vialli. Good defending by Vialli's marker there, Nigel Pearson. This is White. Well, you'd think this was a cup semi-final, the atmosphere in the ground now. This is Petrescu, who has peeled away to the left-hand side. Petrescu has seen him. LeBerth goes across to cover Barmby. This is Ravanelli. Haven't seen much of him in the second half. Shove by White on Vialli. Well, he's close here to 3 points in his first home match as manager, Ruud Gullit. Chelsea supporters screeching for the final whistle. But meantime, it's Emerson for Middlesbrough. Ravanelli ahead of him. Oh, what a good challenge. But the danger's not over. Fleming. Lofted forward again, but that's going to be safely through to Curry. Young and old who support Chelsea know that they're in on a new era here. This is Fleming. Oh yes, Di Matteo. Determination. Never mind Di Matteo. Goodness me, what is Alan Miller up to here? He's got away with it, but Middlesbrough haven't. Chelsea take the 3 points. Ruud Gullit's reign at Stamford Bridge starts with a win in his first home game. Huge applause all round for Di Matteo, whose goal 4 minutes from the end of normal time was enough to give Chelsea victory in a tight match. Very few scoring chances, and it was indicative that when the goal came, it was from outside the penalty area, and it was a speculative shot from the Italian, which means 3 points for Hullet and Chelsea. Middlesbrough and Ravanelli not as ravenous tonight as they were on Saturday.
Well, you started with a home win in your Stamford Bridge programme as manager. What did you feel about the game in general tonight?
I think that first half was a good game. First half. I think that second half, I think they were in control of midfield all of a sudden. But I think that was because we didn't press them. We gave them too much space. We consisted with too much space, and every player who has space can be a good player. Then all of a sudden, the team started to press them, and you know, we were in control of the game. It was the last 15 minutes. We were back in control of the game, and then you know, we could score more goals than only one.
Well, I think we were a little bit mugged, but it was our own doing. For 80 minutes of the game, I thought we were excellent. The amount of work rate we put into the game, we pressed Chelsea really well and knocked them out of their passing rhythm. And the lads put a lot of energy into the game, but the last 10 minutes, I don't know whether it's because we tired, after Saturday's game, and it's only the second game of the season, but our passing got slack, and it encouraged Chelsea to come on to us, and we just gifted them a couple of chances towards the end of the game, which they took the one. But it was disappointing the last 10 minutes because I just felt for the first 80 minutes we're by far the better team.
Roberto, a very good goal tonight. Tell us about it.
Yes, I think it was a great goal for Chelsea, and so we are very happy that we won this game, and we won the 3 points.
What are your early impressions of English football?
Oh, good impressions for the moment because I won. But no, I like fans because it's very, very, very big sound in a stadium. I'm very happy to play in England because always I would like to know this ambience.
Motd speaking 3 languages. They're English, slow and very slow. But we're expecting a bit more from the Italian stallions tonight, but the defences really had the better of them.
Yeah, I thought Ravanelli was disappointing. I thought Viala was the better of the two. Gullet's got 3 good players right down the middle of the team. They've got Leboeuf, centre-back, Di Matteo in the middle of midfield, and Viala right down the middle. So you're going right down the spine of the team.
And so far, Leboeuf looks the best of them.
Well, I think he's a focal point of the defence, and he controls everything. Everybody takes a position off of him. Now, he's got 2 options here. He can either go with a runner or just step out. It's a dangerous game if you get it wrong, but tonight, always in control. Again, we've got him circled here. When the ball is played through, again, he can either go with a runner or step out, and he does it perfectly. He's got a great range of passing. He reads it well. This is an example here. Middlesbrough on the attack, reads this perfectly, strolls out of defence, hits this 50-60 yards, and it's nearly perfection. Good defending. And I particularly like this bit. 3 minutes to go, 1-0 up. If in doubt, well, you know the phrase, Des.
I think the word is launch.
That's it.
As you
Don't
said
take
on
any
Saturday.
chances.
Don't take any chances.
But a good player.
What about Vialli? I mean, how did you rate him tonight?
I thought he did all right. You know, he had 1 or 2 chances that might have gone into the back of the net. I thought he leads the line well. He works hard for the side. This is terrific play. He peels off to the back post, stretches for the first one. Now, how he gets up and hits the second one, I'll never know. Great reaction, good anticipation, and a little bit unlucky. This is what I mean when he works hard for the side. We circle him here, he comes into the picture. Middlesbrough have got the ball, but he chases the first one, goes for the second one, intercepts it. This is a fabulously weighted pass. Good pass on to Hughes, and he should have done better. But I thought that on the night Middlesbrough deserved a point. The game obviously lasts for 90 minutes. For 80 minutes, they played really well, and this just got a bit slack in the last 10 minutes.
As you said earlier, he looked better than Ravanelli on the night.
I thought on the night he looked a better player.
Yeah. And Middlesbrough as a whole?
Well, as I say, to go away from home and play so well for 80 minutes, I thought they thoroughly deserved a draw. They'll go home very, very disappointed.
OK, thank you. Well, in neither the